Welcome back. For the break time. A little late, but okay. It's just been an aimlessly wandering day. No word on whether tomorrow will be an aimlessly wandering day either, also. But it might. We'll see. Maybe we'll try some base building. Since I haven't... I really haven't dug in anywhere. Like just our one little prefab. Get the missions done base. Which is now on a planet that someone else discovered, thanks to bugs in the discovery system. Crashed freighter, I didn't see it. Just put back down.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
It's with all the pirates we got attacked by. Right. Let me send this stuff up to the freighter. Now that we have that hauler, when I get up there later, I'll do some cleanup and organization. A right old mongrel. Nice. Ooh, let me not jump the gun. These are no longer giving me stories. I guess I went through them all on this save. They're all saying log. Well, let's see. Maybe we're getting a log again. Ah, that error. Unexpected log termination. Still do the loot all the things. It still shows up as a mission. Not noticed this before. You would think I've dug this up or something. It looks like scarring from a blast or something landed there, which it did.
Ground protection falling.
But I've never noticed the scarring before you dig. Is that there in all configurations of
Technology
crashed freighters? Keep an eye out for that later.
radiation.
You never bother with the orb, it doesn't give anything. And I suppose now that it doesn't have any stories, maybe, yeah, I guess I won't either. I liked the stories it had. I wouldn't even mind if a few of them repeated, but... yeah, generally there's too much repetition of dialogue already, so scratch that. I'm okay with that.
Technology
Come for the loot now.
units received. Radiation protection.
Hopefully something better than units.
Technology prepared.
Sarazi?
Radiation
I'm
protection.
guessing I didn't say that right, but stuffed meat casserole. Stuffed, what gets stuffed?
Technology prepared.
Pastry or meat or a vegetable or...
Radiation
What
protection.
gets stuffed in what? These are important details.
Technology prepared.
Yeah, but then I veered all over the place, so...
Radiation protection falling.
Which one was close? Things get stuffed in the meat. Nice.
Technology prepared.
Inquiring minds need to know.
Radiation
The more you know.
falling.
Well, that was not the best take
Radiation protection.
from a crashed freighter. Fine. All good. Actually, acid is not bad. 600 fungal mold. That's 600 fungal mold I don't have to pick. Wait, did I destroy a little deuterium? Why do I have 2 small stacks of dihydrogen? I might have destroyed a small stack of deuterium, which is not what I meant to do. I have a large stack of deuterium somewhere. It's in another ship, but... oh well. Acid in the unstable gel make explosives. I'm starting to recognize when I have things that combine into certain other things what they combine into. Hot sub that's about the size of your arm. For a whole family? Another minor settlement? No, that's the one we were at. And then I noticed the freighter on the way out. There are different guns at different minor settlements on the same planet. Although it can be tricky to get waypoints given to you for multiple ones if you just fly around and you see another minor settlement.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
If you're checking for guns, it's worth checking. Trigdoll, thank you for the host. Hey. Like that. There's another minor settlement. I don't remember what gun was at the last one, but having recently, past a couple days, checked the mind for the outcome, I'll admit that looks familiar. Does look, doesn't it? Like one of the guns we just saw recently. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I've seen some others. You have the method nailed now. Do tell. Welcome. Oops. Went in one side and out the other. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm... That's another crashed freighter, isn't it? Like two settlements, each with a crashed freighter less than 500 units away from them. First find a station that has an S-Class tool in the box. Then go to each planet in the system, drop a hard save, reload, and then go back to the station. You like the ship? Thanks. Allows you to access the multi-tool pools of the other planets. See if I follow. If the station spawns with an S-Class, I actually haven't seen one in a station yet. A few 24-slot A's, but no S-Classes on a station yet that I've seen. But if you find one,
Protection falling.
then go to each planet, drop a hard save, one at a time, drop a hard save, reload, go back to the station. And then the one on the station will change instead of staying the same, which it otherwise does? Does the one on the station change? That's one question. Is it like cycle through? Has to be a manual save. Maybe you could explain a little more about what's going on under the hood. Is it somehow re-rolling the one on the station using the pool of the others, but always keeping it in S-Class? I mean, it will change, but it will always be an S-Class. I smelled that coming, but that's can't be intended. That's very cool. Daisy, Wendy's, Jay, and Destiny 2. What a good Friday night. Actually had a burger from Wendy's today. Also, I gotta say, it wasn't enough food. But Chronic, did you catch that? It sounds like you can get the one on the station to re-roll based on what's on one of the planets. So, hold on, does that mean that's been happening anytime we make a hard save on a planet? Does it re-roll based on what that planet can spawn for multi-tool? Does it re-roll what's on the space station anytime you make a hard save on a planet? I don't know. Probably thinking too hard on it. Would be cool to mess around with. Yeah, we got here. It's a new one. Let's do it. What are we doing? Standing still. Well, that is interesting. I did not notice that happening before, although it must have happened incidentally a few times. And I've made manual saves, but I've never noticed a change in what was on the starship, space station. Well, they can't both be true, right? Chronic, are you saying that the grade of the weapon in the space station can change? Weren't you saying, Captain, that the grade is fixed?
Radiation protection falling.
It wouldn't allow the grade to change until it got to S and then lock it in at S, would it? I mean, that just sounds... Hey, liquid explosives. Doesn't sound likely. Could be something else going on. More liquid explosives. This freighter's gonna blow up on us. Heat capacitor. Nah, I like this freighter. I don't see how there isn't a bit of a conflict between the two methods. They both involve going back to the saving and going back to the station, but one of them counts on the grade staying the same, and one of them counts on the grade changing. I'm lost there, but... It is absurd how much warp fuel we have, and we keep looting antimatter.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, really falling. Okay, fine. I was just standing next to the pod, wasn't I? Great. Yeah, we're gonna end up deleting this because it doesn't seem like you can sell it. Although I could distribute a stack to other ships. It's just gonna happen again. We're gonna end up deleting warp fuel because that's just, yeah.
Technology recharge.
That's silly. Survival and permadeath, that radiation is harsh. I will have to start a survival playthrough at some point, won't I? Maybe even try a permadeath, a separate permadeath playthrough. Just to get to the center, not to build bases in permadeath, but no, a permadeath to get to the center, and maybe a survival just for the challenge and fun. Maybe next time I feel like actually restarting. You're saying that the class on the station is not determined what's on the planets. For example, when you got the first experimental, you got there. There's a B pistol on the station. Down to the planet, you stumbled on an outpost. S experimental. Then went back to the station to use the portal and pick up a mod. The one in that case was the same one you had just picked up. I wonder if the experimentals maybe just behave differently. Yeah, there's full illumination would be interesting because there's got to be a little bit more to all this from your two separate descriptions of what's happening that maybe aren't in conflict, right? Maybe the experimental, say, that's what happens with autosaves, not with hard saves. Hey, I'm trying to follow the thread here, and autosaves versus hard saves. So, autosaves, station can't. How come I've never noticed the station re-rolling? If it re-rolls all the time, anytime you save on a planet, the station re-rolls? How have I never noticed that? I could have sworn the guns on the station were the same. They just stayed the same. Oh well, I missed it. But so hard saves behaves one way, auto saves behaves another. Hard saves perhaps preserves the grade of the weapon on the space station, and auto saves more of a re-roll from the pool in the system. Okay. Maybe. Yes, let's attach maybe to all that. This is Hello Games we're talking about. Hello.
Thermal protection falling.
Respect warrior. Respect weapon. The body of a warrior emerges from the obelisk. A jagged tear in their midriff, suggesting that the dangerous-looking multi-tool that sits in their hand was not enough to save them. The surface of the sculpted rock blurs and shows images of military worship, trying to tell me something. Well, respecting the warrior and the weapon would be burying them both, as far as I could tell. Taking the multi-tool, you might lose reputation. Presumably you'd get to look at the multi-tool. I outrank the rest of the Vy'keen. It might be disrespectful to take the tool, but we are having conversations about finding multi-tools, right? So we're gonna look, right? About to leave when a crimson bolt of energy strikes me on the right shoulder. Take some damage. And it didn't roll. That looks like the gun we saw on the shelf. Same pool, since we're talking about weapon pools. Seeds in a system. Hey, prestige transcoding. Oh, it's beautiful. Transcoding. So just because the station has a B doesn't mean all the others in the system are B. Fair enough. Fair enough. But what, based on what Frantic was saying, sounded like if it was a B when you got there, the one in the station would always be a B. At least if applying that method where you're going down to a planet and hard saving, and then you'd come back up and it might have re-rolled a different weapon from the pool, but would, you know, if an S would stay an S, I presume a B would stay a B. But what you're doing, Chronic, involves trying to get the one on the station to turn into a better grade. So yeah, there's obviously some as you said, arcane. There's some arcane something at work, some mechanic where the autosave versus the hard save and where it was and what re-rolls when, and I still don't get how I wouldn't have noticed, at least noticed the gun's changing at some point. You predators. Prestige, I hope you're doing well. Your weekend's underway. That's late for you. Are you out tonight? Back home? Playing some Detroit, some more. You used to like it, now you really like it. Well, that's cool. So you started a fresh playthrough, or does it have a... I'm guessing it doesn't have a new game plus exactly. So, for the moment, putting experimental alien weapons aside, if you find any, say you just like the art on a gun that you find, and how about the slots? If the grade is changing when you're doing the autosave, not the hard save, but if the grade is changing when you're doing autosaves on planets, the grade of the one on the space station is changing when you're doing autosaves on planets. How about the art and the number of slots? I'm guessing the number of slots changes. The art stays the same because that's kind of what we're talking about. It's like getting the weapon you want to turn into the right grade, or separately finding one of the weapons in the system. Yeah, if you want to, I think I'm getting plenty of it at this point. I'm just thinking more about it out loud. Maybe I don't quite have it all, but it sounds coherent in my head at least. Kind of started a new playthrough, going for platinum, and the platinum requires some specific choices. Like it enough to do platinum. It's good. Now you can mess up the outcome with ease. Chronic, talking about Detroit also. Even the smallest tweaks can greatly change the outcome of the overall story. Similar to Witcher, those big words. So what does everyone think of Henry Cavill? There's two of them within a few hundred units of each other. Same design. Weird planet. Two.
Protection falling.
Join us. Pathetic. Battle. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I gotcha. You get to the station, and you find an alien experimental rifle, but it's a C class. Or you find an S class. Sorry. Yes, I got it. Yes, ignore me. And ignore what I was saying too. Scrub the alien part. I got you. We're just talking too much. It's fine. I've got you. I got you. I actually got you both. I was talking a lot about it because two of you were talking about two different things. So initially, it was like, why are you guys saying things that conflict? We got that sorted out a while ago. I've just been rambling. We're good. We're good. We're good. Think on sale, prestige. Well, I'm sure the words coming out of my mouth were, yeah, I probably was, but just errant thoughts, just rambling thoughts. Thaikeen, ancients, bless. I think we blessed, is it a hunt? Small terrified creature emerges from the monolith and runs between my legs. I hear the noises of an ancient hunt, the howls of pack animals in pursuit and the thunder of hooves. Warriors on vast beasts charge through the rock, and amidst the chaos, one sees me staring. It raises its facial tendrils in greeting, barks a few words, and swings a bladed weapon down towards me. Grab it or dodge it. Grab. The hallucination fades, but the blade remains. It transforms into a multi-tool I can use. Boy, isn't it a beauty! What's the latest on season 2? Don't we get an episode of Life is Strange season 2 episode 1? Isn't that coming September or is that coming October? Almost forgotten that's coming soon.
Thermal protection falling.
How seriously was Mads ever considered? I wonder. Since a lot of people seem to think Mads would have been perfect. Did they at least consider Mads? Your eye on the next Walking Dead season, though. Straight back to Clementine. Yeah, I guess the teen angst requires a certain state of mind. They did it really well. The musical selections were everything fit together really well, I thought, in that game. I didn't really care for its central mechanic of rewinding stuff. I didn't so much care for, but I kind of thought they nailed the characters and the drama, and it was just atmosphere. They had something there. Let's just stare at each other for a while. Yeah. Ah! Rah! New system. I'm hoping to find hyperdrive mods. Oh, come on. Quest line's done. Ooh, sorry. Many buttons. That left arrow. Let's get a pointer, and then advanced at war. Okay, you got my attention. Let's go. Hopefully this is not a system someone else has been to. I always hesitate, because it's happened a few times on the Atlas path. I hesitate to let the game give me a path, lest it put me somewhere where someone else has been. Check out that beauty. Hey, it's long, it's white and orange. It's our daily capital ship. Let's check it out. Man, we're having some luck with capital ships spawning. And this one's the Star Destroyer. Can't wait to see what's on the inside. Oh, come on, you guys, you're flying there. No, don't fly there. Just fly somewhere else. Oh, you gotta be careful. I'm gonna shoot the freighter right there. Come on, get out of there. Come on.
Hostile ships defeated.
Nice. That triggered quickly, for once. Prestige. Anyone here tried Battlefield Beta? Colonel. It's alright, not the best. Yeah. Seminox. Oh.
Navigational data received.
Alright, let's see. Chronic, you're done. Battlefield for good. Unless they make another Vietnam or Bad Company, huh? Oh, Seminox, I missed your coming in before. Hello. Thank you. Been debating on purchasing for a while. Is it fun? I have lost myself in it this past month. I've only been playing a month and I've really enjoyed it. But I needed something I could get lost in. I mean, I needed to get lost. But I like it. You like a good sandbox. This is a whole galaxy. More than. Admiral Badurko. Well, still haven't seen an S-class freighter yet. And depending on what it looks like, we might not even upgrade. I mean, here, you want to compare. As cool as that is, we've got the short version in black and red. And I think the short version has really grown on me. You have it with what, 2, 4, or 6 sets of pods. Short one's pretty cool. And if 34 is really the max slots, and that seems weird, how come there are not freighters with 48 slots?
Well, what do we have here?
Mr. Soup
You
Can,
must be a
welcome
new
aboard.
arrival.
Thank you for the follow. We are not taking your ship. Sorry. I'm Baturko. Or like, fucking Batman. I'm Baturko. I'm Baturko. I'm Baturko. Check the space station. Well, let's scan a planet or two, just see what's here. That one's got a glow. Setting chromatic. No, Forsaken. Why does it have such a distinct glow? Forsaken is just empty, right? Forsaken's not, Ooh, a flourishing moon. Flourishing moon. In a green system, is it? Oh, yellow. Never mind. I just saw, what was it? It was the At War that got me. It was Advanced At War. I thought, good. I've been taught those are the best places to find cool ships and guns. Potentially. Better odds, not... Can't find them elsewhere. Barren planet. Flourishing planet. Flourishing planet, Ghost. And a flourishing moon. Or, I think it said flourishing moon. It was a nice moon. It said nice moon. It said, I am a very nice moon. Visit me. It does not look so good from here. Nope. There's some ship mods. Hyperdrive mods. 2 more. Infraknife. We want to try the Infraknife too. Not at this time, but maybe sometime. But I've heard you guys talking about the Infraknife. I know you like it, Chronic. Maybe on my next fighter. Try out the Infraknife. We didn't max out guild rank, did we? So let's grab that. Sentinels for Explorer Guild. That Gek looked kind of sad. You bought nothing. Sounds like a Gek. Raid a depot. We're in a new system. That'll actually work. We get enriched carbon, and depending on what the depot has, we might get more enriched carbon from the depot. Take that. A hollow terminus. That's the Merchants Guild. I guess I don't stop at the hollow terminus as much. I'm not doing the Artemis quest line. I have no use for them that I can think of. We'll take a picture of one. And that's good for me. EA and single player, they don't get along with each other anymore. Is that the saddest thing though? Why did it have to be that way? Why? Why? I got a bad feeling. Way back when they were working on Inquisition, and they said, "All right, we're gonna do multiplayer, but don't worry, separate teams. We're not gonna mess up." I had a bad feeling about that. Gee, I wonder why. Because you can't. Because it will affect it. You can't possibly segregate those things enough that one will not affect the other. Okay, but Anthem is co-op? Haven't followed much. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure it's co-op, not PvP. Unless maybe I don't know. Maybe it has PvP modes. I really don't know what it's got. I know it does not have my interest at this time. But that's not me being a critic, that's just me being disconnected from everything. Nice! That's the kind of landing I like. Except for the whole, we've got 5-star wanted level already. Okay. Okay. No, we don't have 5-star. We're just under potential attack. Doggies, die! Bad robot dog, not nice dogs. Shit, on the loose. This is a great welcome to the planet. Hey, watch where you're shooting that thing. Relocate. We can stay on world, but let's relocate. Whoa! Yeah, I would take out the ship. It's a pretty world. Water. Little craters peeking through. Very pretty moon. See, that's it. Not that I'm ever gonna find, there's no one perfect spot. You can find many perfect spots for building bases, but I want spots with something to look at, a view, a horizon. And sometimes the view's great from up above, but then you get down near the ground and maybe something's blocking that same view. The spectacular view is, no, sometimes it's not on the ground. Is that Mount Doom? Which one? Cool place for a base, though. One of those craters might even be near enough to each other to fit within the same base. Do the build up, elevated walkway. Were you talking about that at one point, Chronic? Build up from one of them, build up from another, and connect them. Hey, look, it's a cousin of Dodo. Moons are great for a base if you can get the planet in the sky. Good point. Make for a beautiful base. You look up. Oh boy, that is not a dodo, is it? Is that a fish head? What the hell do you have on your head? That's no cousin of Dodo. Hello, Misbehave. You haven't seen rings like that yet? You like it? Happy Friday, Jay in chat. Sorry about the freaky creature. I thought you were coming into something. That thing isn't cute. Hi. Happy Friday. Well, we do need to kill some predators. It says stalks prey for days. Guess what? You're on the endangered species list today. Wow, nice ragdoll. Thank you for that. Oh, it might be dead, but I think it needs to be killed again. That was horrific. Do that again. Do that again. That's terrible and hilarious and terrible. We needed two. Where's the rest of your horrible, horrible family? Oh. Mistakes were made when that thing was created. Kermit the Space Monster. Chicken and a grasshopper have been mating. Maybe something like that. Unchained water, hello. It's gonna still be shallow, isn't it? Oh God, yeah. This is. It is wide, but it is not deep. None of it is deep. None of it is deep. Okay, never mind. No. It's just going really high up in the air does not make the water deeper when you come back down. Even if we wanted to. Noted. Engaged. Great, now we'll know when Ngek proposes.
Units received.
You know, I don't always hand them out by accident. The fuel. Hey, if thank you. I'm not needing a gift right now, but I appreciate it. Thank you. RJ plays video games. How are you doing? Doing okay. Just chilling, enjoying the game as is. I appreciate it. I mean, you can hit me up on Steam and I'll find that sometime later. But otherwise good. Hey, we needed a picture of a hollow terminus, is that the proper name? We needed a picture of one of them. Here, you can be in the picture too. Little sentinel.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Sentinel photobomb. where's another one of those things? Watch, when we find another one of the species, it's gonna look really cute. It'll look different, totally different, and we'll feel really bad. Let's see. No. Nope, they're all gonna look like that. Lays beautiful eggs. This has a horrific head. Lays beautiful eggs. Good. Doesn't prefer the term space phone thingamabob. Jay, just saying. Ring, 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 ring. Bananas, space phone thingamabob. It rolls right off the tongue. Somebody else is landing there? Alright, somebody else is landing there. Not have clearance. Or no one's landing there, but I did not get clearance. Burning ozone injector. Hello, sad Gek. Don't look very happy. I don't know. I always hesitate to take NPC missions, especially if we're on the move. Planet to planet. Sad Gek is sad. Now he's even more sad because I didn't take his mission. Oh, now he's Mad Gek. Mad Gek is mad. Trade outpost on this world. You want to try again? Nothing. Let's see, maybe it is on this world. No. So no trade outposts on the moon. What about wizards? Check it's gonna be shallow again. It's gonna be more shallow water. No, it be true. Let's look. Could have parked closer to the water too. As long as we're being lazy, let's park closer to the water. Alright. Bets on shallow or deep. Thinking deep. But okay, well that's alright then. It was close. Nah, you're going for shallow. It was somewhere in the middle. It was really not very satisfying there, was it? Wow, you guys are too quick for me. Nope. Where's the max zoom out? Come on. Alright, you're my guy. Come on. Come on. Whoa! Whoa! Now slow down. You hurt somebody. You have a trade outpost already that you haven't visited. You can't find another. Thank you. That's a good point. It's red. It's like an unvisited waypoint that has been marked, called out. That one. Thank you. Yeah, that's gotta be the reason, huh? Not necessarily that there isn't one on this planet, so on the moon. So if we're, instead of leaving, because it is a nice moon, I don't really need a trade outpost anyways, just curious. Let's fly around the moon and we might see one anyways. It is a moon, which means if we got to the right side of this moon, it's not a moon of that planet either. That's another planet with its own moon, I think, off in the distance. We've got 3 planets, 3 moons in this system. And, do we see it peeking out? Well, if we flew around, we should be able to get the planet in the view above us. Let's see about that. What about the dark side of the moon? Apparently we, come on, man. Yeah, get there. Very pretty from space, too. Where's the planet at? Crouching moon, hidden planet. Wait, no, that was Ghost. Where's the moon? I'm confused. How many things have we visited today? Did we not end up on the... Okay, it wasn't the moon. I am confused, though. Could have sworn we went to the moon. Was it a different planet in this system, or was that not even this system? It explains why I couldn't find the planet. Like with the moon we were on. It wasn't a moon. We're a space station. What the heck, though? Planet's 3 moons. So this planet has a moon. Where's its moon? That wasn't its moon, right? That was the other planet, unmapped, forsaken planet. That's an asteroid. Some planets can have 2 moons. Yes, indeedy. And if I went into first person, I'd see a little graphic, wouldn't I? Although, would it differentiate between 1 and 2 moons? If I looked at the little
Warning. Threat detected.
indicator that it has.
Warning. Threat detected.
I thought you came into range. A while ago. Time he actually came into range, I wasn't connecting. Yeah, do you have some shields or what?
Ships defeated.
Alright, that planet has 2 moons. Although I doubt I'd be able to scan them in third-person mode. Be too twitchy. Phobos, the poisonous moon. Reticle's weird. You don't center the reticle in third-person mode. It's above the center. Oh, hold. That's so small that if it twitches at all, we're gonna miss it. And an empty moon. Alright. So this doesn't necessarily have a moon. You're right, this doesn't necessarily have a moon. Ghost. 2 moons with 1 planet. There we go. Okay. Maybe let's see what this moon is. Wasn't there a nice moon in the system? I thought that's what we were on. It's where the confusion was born. But maybe I went to the nice planet, not the nice moon. There it is. Flourishing moon. Yeah, I thought we had gone to the moon. Nice moon, nice planet. It is a nice planet. Let's check out the nice moon. Yavi. Hello. Suffering no man's Skynia. Go to the side that should have the planet in the sky. Is it gonna be blue? Oh, is it gonna be a blue world? I do like bluegrass. Just let me pulse right down and crash on it. It's so beautiful and blue, I want to crash on it. Ahem. Yeah! Raining. Wonder how hot it'll be. Hey, Grandpa! It's been a while. How you been? I hope you're doing all right out there, man. Thank you for the bits and greetings. Check out the... Oh, I really thought there was something yellow and... Why was the color changing like that from a distance? Just the lighting, I guess, but why would the light off of those green and orange plants look, well, your guess is sweltering. Let's see. super busy with work. Happy it's the weekend, finally. I hope you get to relax and enjoy it. You're gonna eat some good eats. Let's just land. We gotta get out of the ship sometime. And boiling monsoons. So, raining constantly. Boiling monsoons. Well, so be it. Still beautiful. Prestige, you're gonna go watch something? Game of Thrones is taking forever to come out. Oh yeah, man, I mean, not even this year. Yeah, they skipped this whole year. They skipped a year. Prestige, was good to see you. Have a good night, have fun. Catch you on the other side. Can it not find a minor settlement because I have a trade outpost outstanding? Oh, it found another trade outpost. Wait. Now I'm confused. Was the one we already had on the moon? Was that a funky ship that just flew by? I didn't get a really good look. Green, you gotta head out. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you. We're gonna be winding down pretty soon too. Yeah, just kind of hang out here for a bit, find a spot. We might be going 20, 30 minutes. I don't know exactly, but we'll be winding down soon. You have a good night, Green. Like planet Morrowind, huh? Those green, tall green plants. Boiling monsoons. Such lovely weather. The plants are really going for this yellow and pink thing from a distance here. You get up close and they're not those colors, but wonder when a Netch is gonna pop up and murder Jay's face. Ah. Did I maybe read a little bit about a Netch in a book in Skyrim? Because I never did play Morrowind. Netch sounds familiar. Grandpa, you saw that? What'd you think? The gameplay trailer for Cyberpunk. I think it has been widely viewed. It has been very widely viewed. Looks really busy to me, actually. I've maybe... I'm in a weird place these days, man, so I don't know. I'm really interested to see how it turns out. But really, a thought I had was, boy, I'd like to see someone else play this. Stuff. Good.
Product constructed.
What? Oh. Oh. I don't want to. I don't want to scroll to sell that. Got stacks and stacks.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
You think it'll be a great game, but you're not sure if it will live up to the hype. Well, and whatever lives up to hype. A few things in history meet or exceed hype. Generally, nothing lives up to the hype. So it's safe to assume it won't live up to the hype. But it could be brilliant without living up to the hype. Yeah, of course. They did. They did. Witcher would be one of those exceptions. Gotta admit, those exceptions are rare. Just because CDPR did that with fantasy, a fantasy role-playing setting. I'm glad that Cyberpunk has existing lore. That's good, because CDPR did really well with deep existing lore. I'm glad they have that to work with again. But it's very different. Very different. I mean, high tech versus high fantasy. So, we'll see. I guess part of it's both the appeal of the setting and the setting appeals to me in some ways and not in others. I don't know if I can express that in any useful way. Book I really like, Snow Crash. I don't know if anyone's read that. But on one hand, I like a good story about a somewhat dystopian, high-tech future where corporations have exceeded the power of governments, and I don't like that though. It just makes for a good story. It's you know it's I liked reading about it, but I don't really want to be a part of it. That shit's fucked up. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just, it's fascinating. It's interesting. I kind of want to read about it and watch part of it, but I'm not sure how immersed in it I really want to be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, nobody's landing here. Aren't nobody landing here. We could possibly find another... Wasn't even on this planet. You think we could find a predator wandering around somewhere? Merc! Still banned from the back of the ambulance. They were never found again. Merc. They were never seen again. If we're lucky. If we're lucky.
Units received.
Have we seen any creatures on this planet? No. Answer is no. We have not. I wasn't gonna press you on it. Topic being what it is and all that, but yeah, I was wondering. Yeah. We do need some structure.
Units received.
What forms it comes in. And there's a lot of interesting discussions to be had there. And without digging into that too much, just let me go back to the book, because there's an easy take on it. I'll just talk about the fictions we've enjoyed. Yeah, with the current boundaries, current organizations of people just shot to hell. Anyways, no, I gotta stop myself. I keep finding myself, I'm gonna say that, no, I'm not gonna say that, I'm gonna say that, no, I'm not gonna say that, I'm gonna say that, no, I'm not gonna say that. I better stop. Better just stop. Oh, well. Snow Crash is sitting on your Kindle, you'll get to it someday. I really like it. I wonder, I think you'll like, Misbehave, I'm just taking a shot in the dark here, but I think you'll really like, a couple of the characters, in particular, YT. There's a courier character, kind of skateboards, a little more complicated than that, but basically a skateboard courier, badass skateboard courier named YT. Great characters in that, but check it out sometime. I hope you like it. I think you'd like the book. My sister gave it to me, paperback, many years ago. And I didn't read it for a while after I had it, but after I did, it was one of my favorites. Elga, what's up? Hello. The moon was hot. The moon was hot. I'm gonna clear this trade post because it will make me. Where is it? It's telling us to go. Is it on a planet or is it in space? Planet. Maybe we'll find a predator there. Yep, it is Neil Stevenson. And he was going to have, I guess it didn't happen, but he was involved in a project, a video game project, a sword fighting game that fizzled out, like a Kickstarter type project. They were gonna have a complex sword fighting mechanics. To which I say, we already had that. It was called Jedi Academy. That was complex enough. People still play it. I never could quite get the lightsaber swings down in Jedi Academy. Whereas I also haven't played it in 20 years or 15 years or something. How old is Jedi Academy? Not 20 years. That's not fair. Is it? This was not nearby. It might be 20 years now. 2003, I think. Long enough. Long enough. 203. You guys are in the ballpark. Surely. Oh yay, another trade outpost no one is gonna land at. Ever. Clear weather. Clear weather on the desert planet? Hold on. Desert planets are really pretty awesome. But nobody likes storms, right? Oh, it's the top of a... Oh, it's a ruin. It's the top of a ruin. Is that a manufacturing plant? What is that off in the distance? It's a ruin. Planet may be dead quiet, but a clear weather desert planet could be beautiful. Maybe even base worthy. It'd have some nice terrain and foliage and find some cool creatures. The only thing wrong with your average desert planet is firestorms. It's just they're usually so damn hot. It's just maybe not firestorms. That would be even hotter than desert, but you know what I mean. And we've got bouncing penis. We've got the most evolved type of bouncing penises. It doesn't even look like a bouncing penis anymore, because it has a head plate and fully evolved eyes. No, don't shoot that thing, man. Don't shoot that thing. Come on. It's like little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest. Leaf pus opus. Leaf pus opus. I recall you saying desert planets were your favorite. Yeah. Not without its hentai monsters. Sings beautifully. I wish they really did. It'd be a nice surprise one day if some of the notes were turned into visual flourishes, or in that case, if some of these things where the note says sings beautifully, all of a sudden Not all of them. That would get crazy, but maybe on occasion, you know, like a 1% chance that the species, one of them would come up to you and just like serenade you. Maybe hold up a boombox. That would be really cool.
Units received.
You hear units received in your sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. That's. I see birds pass by and have brief inclinations. I have to stop myself from thinking further thoughts. Like, I think about scanning things when birds fly by now. They're not fully formed thoughts. They don't usually turn my head just because there's a bird flying by, but my brain comes back here nearly every time a bird flies by these days.
Units received.
And when that started happening, what it made me think of was Phantom Pain, and how playing Phantom Pain, I started, anytime I would see storage containers around, my brain would do the same thing with Fulton. Fulton recovery system. I just see storage containers and think about Fultoning things. Couldn't really stop that for a while. Depending on what part of town you're in, there are storage containers to be seen daily. Back to aimless wandering. We're looking for a predator, huh? Predator. Have the birds ever classed as predators, meat eaters? Eats algae, not that one. Bolton and Tropic J. If we had a Fulton command, what would it do? You're not a predator, are you? Nope, you eat algae as well. Oh. Also algae. There were two different species of bouncing phallus. Whoa, that one's big. But they eat nip-nip buds. Not a predator. Type Fulton name of user. Hopefully it's not like the seppuku commands. Mordite roots. Scared of mirrors. Does this thing see a lot of mirrors? Scared of mirrors. Ah. As for the plants that attack you, or maybe on survival or permadeath, they are much worse. I wish there was some variety to them. There's this one singular type of plant that attacks you, and they all look the same, and they all do the same thing. They don't do much damage. They're nuisance level. Makes them extra weird. Everywhere in the galaxy. Yeah, I guess there are. Do you mean like the plants? You get near the hazardous flora and then Is that what you mean? I guess so. They're not monsters, though. Not really. It's plant life. I guess that's what I was asking, right? More aggressive plant. You're right. You're right. You got me. I guess so. I never thought of them as fart monsters, but there it is. Yeah, conditioning fits a little better. Something weird would come out of the Rorschach, though. I mean, maybe you would just see Polo and everything. That looks like Polo. He's a Gek. That one looks like Polo.
Technology repaired.
He's a Gek.
Technology repaired.
Dormant Iron Elder clippings. Genetically engineered plant ready for propagation. A Venus flytrap, a proper snap. It would be pretty sweet if you're just running around and you have those. You have a plant fanned out, looks like some ferns or something, but as you walk, it just. Sorry, that was probably mic clippingly bad. Remember that in Armageddon? Wait, I don't. Was there... Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. The test, the test. Yes, butterfly with breast. Yes. Oh, that's good. Haven't thought about that in a while. Yes, Buscemi. Passing his psyche val, and they're all terrible candidates, but man, that's good. As in Ving Rhames. Can I get a hug when this is over? I haven't actually thought about that scene in a long time. Yeah, me too. Misbehave for a while. I was trying to wrap my head around that one. Couldn't do it. There are at least a couple that the bot kicks out here. I'm 98% excited, 2% scared. Or maybe it's 98% scared, 2% excited. Can't tell. It's very confusing. I'm sure I mangled that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Such a tease. Something was taken off when we got here, but there is nothing landing here, resource analyst in Sapland. Nothing at all. We never even found a second we have not seen a second predatory creature since that one abomination on another world. I don't mean like the abominations that come out of the ground. I mean some horrible creature. An unfortunate head. But back to the station we go. I need to get some dinner on. I'm fading. Ah, it is Friday though. Weekend arrives. I hope you get a weekend. I know not everyone's gonna get one, but I hope you get a weekend and some time to enjoy it. All. Thank you guys for the great company. Thank you for the host love and the sub support, the bits and bops and boops and generous tips. Thank you guys. Coming in. we're landing. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully, though we might start a little later than the schedule says. Kind of like today, I have some work in the morning and hope to be back in time to start at noon, but it might not be till a little later. But yeah, if I don't see you guys, have a great rest of your weekend.
Warning. Threat detected.
You cannot have my superconductors.
Ships approaching.
Ooh, where'd you go? Nice, one of them came out right into my beam. How do you like my beam? Actually, these others are just gonna work me over, aren't they? How the hell did I kill one before he even fully spawned? Since I obviously can't aim well. Come on, one of these days, cross the beam, asshole.
Hostile ships defeated.
Now, can I get my dinner on? Well, twist away. All I can think of with the bot saying I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth is that story going around about the... I shouldn't even say it, it's just going to gross people out because they're all going to go and look it up and realize it's a tongue thing. There's like a story going around about a tongue thing. Maybe I shouldn't even say it. Better that I don't give you all a lead to go on. But there's a weird story about a tongue thing. It's kind of gross. So I keep seeing it. I keep seeing the thumbnails of this gross tongue thing on various news sites. So you can't get a song out of your head. I can't get this nasty picture out of my head, and the bot just reminded me of it again. Thanks, bot. So, before it's the news sites, yeah, you know, it would be in the health section. It's gross. It's all right. All right. Well, on that pleasant note, we've landed. Lift off again tomorrow. I'll see you all on the flip side. Be well, everyone. You guys are awesome. Stay that way. Go hug someone. See you tomorrow.